7:18 a.m. in the morning. And we're heading to our investment property up in Newcastle. We have quite a lot on today. Our tenants just moved out and we'll be doing an exit inspection as well as having 4 agents, was it? To come.
I think we've got
and have a
4
look.
agents and 4 builders. It'll just be a big day of kind of like meeting people and sorting out all the property stuff in one hit, hopefully. So it's going to be kind of a busy day of back-to-back stuff, but in a good way. Like, I'm glad we got it in on one day, and it's nice to kind of have a change of scenery on a Monday morning.
The tenants cut off the electricity, so we have to
reconnect the electricity.
and we're gonna do some work, organize a few people. So far so good. Yeah. Wish us luck.
It is a Tuesday morning and we are just getting ready to do some filming this morning because we're implementing our content plan. We're trying to make videos this week alongside all of our other work. So it's going to be a pretty quick, busy morning as we try and smash out probably a video, maybe 2 if we're like, you know, snappy. But we've got a meeting today with one of our clients and another one of their agencies who we'll be working with. And we've got just a bunch of stuff to get completed because we've got a few projects we're just wrapping up, which is great. I'm gonna try and get my lighting set up and my script ready, and hopefully it will turn out all right.
Sam's driving today, a bit unusual.
I'm the chauffeur today.
We're heading to dinner with Jason again. How fun. Anyhow, we've received multiple requests of a day in the life, so that might be something that...
Which is kind of fun.
I guess like our days are pretty boring.
We'll try and pick a day where we've got a variety of things that we do.
As a content marketing agency, I always have this feeling of inadequacy because we haven't been doing it for like that long. If I have a magic wand, I would just want things to get done. And there's a lot of things that that we want to do every day, which I guess is the story of every entrepreneur. But I guess I just feel like we should be better than most.
There's a big list of things to do, and I scheduled in a meeting with us tomorrow because the things that, you know, you've got on your mind, the things that I've got on my mind, we need to be able to figure out what exactly are the priorities and what's taking away our attention from those things that we need to be prioritizing. So that's going to be tomorrow morning.
I wrote down something to create for my personal reel with the idea is that passion versus finance. When you build a business, is it for the purpose of your passion or is it to make a lot of money? And so the question of like passion versus finance, would you rather make a little bit less and try to make something that you love into what makes the money that supports you? And I think we're sitting at a pretty good balance of making what we enjoy our work. Yeah, I think we've done okay.
We've done all right.
Yeah.
Pick something that you like, and the more that you do it and get good at it, the more that you'll like it as well. Passion
is not really a thing until you try different things. Try enough, right? To try as much as you can in your lifetime, and maybe you might find something interesting enough to invest a little bit more time.
Yeah.
And with that time, you're gonna get a little bit better at it.
Passion I think is cultivated.
Passion definitely cultivated.
Yeah. And if you can find something that you kind of enjoy, that you feel that you could dive a little bit deeper into, then cultivate it and it will grow into a passion. And then if you can monetize that, fantastic. We're running late.
Jason?
Sorry.
We learn from the best.
We did. Okay, maybe I'm not sorry.
Oh, shit.
Almost died. About to get kidnapped.
Ciao.
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, friend.
So we just finished dinner at Bisteca, and there was no phones and no camera.
Yeah, like they don't allow you to have your phone on you, and they were like, no, we don't allow filming in here.
We had 1.6 kilos of meat, 400 grams a person,
It was a
1600.
lot of good food. When you go to a restaurant, you want to have an experience. It's not just about the food, it's about like the environment that you're in, and you're forced to have conversation and not look at your phone. Yeah, and everything was like very complementary to each other. Like I didn't feel like anything was out of balance or disproportioned, and not too much
was
carb.
very tasty.
Yeah, good dinner, good people.
Yeah, Jason and Monica, always fun to hang out with.
Yeah, and they reminded us that we're starting 75 hard.
Yeah, so apparently
tomorrow.
we're starting 75 hard. We forgot. And then they brought it up, oh, Stephen and Sam were starting 75 hard after Bisteca. So
And we were like, yeah,
was like, oh, yeah, right, yeah.
yeah.
yeah, let's do it together.
So yeah,
So
we
we're
are
doing
gonna
it
do
now.
that. But it's good. I actually think it's a good reset because we have been eating out a lot.
2 workouts.
All right, let's go home now. I'm tired.
How you going?
Hi, good. Yeah. I got a bit frustrated this morning.
Yeah, some media filing stuff on the computer, but
It's okay. It's just basically don't move local copies off until you've fully finished a project. That's the moral of this story. Keep a local copy until you're fully done. I'm just doing some other tasks while I try and solve that problem. Steven's killing it with some system testing this morning.
so if you're using Notion as a content management system, I just found an app that allows you to automatically post directly from Notion to your social media platforms, all of them. It's called Notionsocial. Very straightforward. And it's actually pretty cheap compared to other social media management platforms. Yeah, so if you're interested, check it out. We also got this lantern, which is kind of like our private little moon sun in the space.
Private moon, space, sun, what?
So it's Thursday night, about 5:30. We are heading to a networking event. It's a young entrepreneur business event. And
Like under 35s.
yeah, we're basically going back to the same spot we were last night.
It's the same spot I went to for the women's networking event.
But the goal, I think, is just to be optimistic and kind of almost like manifest the opportunity, because a lot of people blame these like networking events. Oh, they don't work for me.
It's just what you make of them though, right?
It's really just what you make of them. And you know, you say hi to people, you ask questions, you be passionate, just show up as your comfortable self and see who you attract, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like tonight is a good sort of networking event to go to in terms of building connection and just finding like-minded people, even just making friends. We'll see what comes of it. You'll get an update from us on the way home.
There you go. See you later.
Seven. All right, we just got out of the networking event.
Yep.
Initial thoughts.
Pretty good. I feel like it was just like, not sure if it's like, should be a regular thing for us, because I think it's very like superficial. What's funny is that I told people about quadrupling our revenue and they're like, I was like, what do you mean? Like, I think it's totally doable. I just really think that we've got the right like attitude, energy, strategy,
Yep.
product,
Yep.
quality.
So I also thought it was a pretty decent event this time. In comparison to the women's event, for sure, like just more people made a big difference.
I like how everyone referred us the as the power couple.
Yeah, the power couple. We had a few people be like, so are you guys like dating? Are you together? So overall, I would say tonight was pretty successful. I would do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Doing a creative brief for a client. This is our process if you're interested. Of our faces and some other stuff. It's not complete yet. The video structure, run sheet, mood board, example videos so we can find, and that's about it.
We're gonna work on this together now for a little while.
By starting a video with a transition.
A lot of the times, like there's so many shots where
And benefit of mindful, intentional movement. I didn't realize that. Musculoskeletal exercise-based treatment shots.
what are we doing?
Going to the gym. Gonna get a workout in and kind of come home, have dinner, and start editing this vlog.
The last vlog or this vlog?
This vlog.
This vlog.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Right, true.
This will be included.
Is today productive? I
Yeah.
think it was pretty productive. Finished a creative brief for a client, and creative brief took a while.
The research was really hard. You know what's really funny is that it's actually really hard to find good video content out there, like on people's websites, on like YouTube, like brand videos and promo videos that are not like a commercial. It's very hard to find good examples. I actually think it's quite easy to stand out if you make a good brand video.
I always say it's easy to win. You just need to do the work. So it's Saturday, 12:30 p.m. and we're putting together the vlog. And I think next week we might try to do the day in a life, like literally the most transparent and raw.
Yeah, like we'll
format.
take you through like even maybe like the systems that we use each day
Yeah.
to like manage our days and manage our tasks and who oversees what tasks. Like it'd be actually pretty insightful.
What would make it interesting is to show you actually in depth, like maybe a screen recording or
Yeah.
like what processes we're using or like maybe a project run through or
Yeah.
whatever that. We have so much that we have planned to do, and how do I put it? It always just feels like we don't have enough time. Like the one thing that people say about when you're overwhelmed or stressed or anything like that, they tell you to write things down. You have so many ideas in your head that you want to trial and test and do, and there's not enough time. It makes you stress and anxious, and as soon as you write it down, at least you have at least you got it out and you can always go back to it. I guess like successful people or people with big ideas and big visions always have a notebook with them.
Yeah, or like they take a lot of notes on their
yeah,
notes app
take a
and
lot
things
of
like
notes.
that. One thing that I want to like I guess leave you with this week is that we had a conversation this week about taking life less seriously. And we had this conversation because both of us have been feeling such a heaviness, this weight of building something big and the seriousness of it. That seriousness gets in the way of creativity, and what we do in our business has to be creative. We were both just feeling like a little bit stressed out, like you said, like feeling a bit overwhelmed with the amount of things that we feel like we need to do to grow the business in the way that we want to. Just by getting out of that headspace, giving ourselves a breather and saying, let's be more playful, let's be more curious.
I think that whole idea, we were at this business event, right? And I shared with a couple of people, and then they resonate. One of them has like a business over 10 years. And so like he was like, oh, like exactly, that's the only way. And what I shared was that we only started full time in March, and with all these things that we want to achieve and plan to do, and obviously it's still very early stage. We're like 5 months in. The desire to like fast track and like just move very quickly sometimes get the best out of our emotions and positivity, right? And so I feel like this week it feels like we're finally finding our pace and then finding our feet and doing business. There's this like peacefulness that came with it, and I can finally enjoy what we do and then enjoy the passage of time, as we always say, and just enjoying the process. And that's the only way you can do the same thing for like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, so I think that's been one of the biggest lessons this week for us is like take it less seriously. And life is way more fun when you're playful with it. Like, you get to, like you said, enjoy the passage of time way more when you take life less seriously. We are gonna go have our day of editing, doing our thing, and we will catch you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.